Hey, how we doing, everybody? It's another beautiful day here in the Cheesy Moon Workshop. Welcome back, everybody. I've been away for a while. Nothing spectacular, no gripping story. I just needed time to finish the job that I was working on. General contractor, superintendent. I needed to really focus on that job and get it done. Secondly, I had my granddaughters down for summer vacation. I needed to spend time with them. That was quite an adventure. And that was pretty much it. I just needed to focus on life in general. I have been doing yard sales, flea markets, estate sales. I'm just going to kind of dump everything in a pile right here and then not really go into any real detail, but nothing spectacular. I did find one good yard sale buy. It's been about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. I spent $30. I'll show you that one. That's probably the most expensive purchase over the past few months, but this is one bag of knives. There's some project knives in here. Some stuff needs to be cleaned up. Stuff that's going to be going on my table at the Ellaville Knife Show. Some newer Rough Riders and some other things are in there. This was a pretty cool find. This is a brand new Swiss Army knife I paid $5 for at a flea market. It is from a German tool company, and their logo is a set of brass knuckles. That thing is in absolute mint cherry condition. I wish it had a box, but it did not. But it's from Germany. This big old honking Kershaw fillet knife sword, martini fillet knife, a little imperial knife. I think this was a quarter at a yard sale. Nice little cleaver. This was another Swiss Army knife from a police station in Switzerland. I believe I did a video about that one. That was a pretty cool knife. Here's a little buck knife I picked up. It's going to need to be cleaned up. I have just bags and bags of stuff here that I have to go through. I know this is kind of a dump it out there video, but you can. Okay, this bag I want to lay off to the side, the special purchase I made. But here's a Schrade LB6, LB7, one of those two. Several knives, including knives that are absolute, I can't even call that a part knife. It is just completely roached, but it was in the box that I bought. Klein Tools knife, an imperial knife, that's at $4, I think, paid for that. Several little knives here. This is a nice little Champion electrician knife that needs to be cleaned up. In great shape. Here's another Rough Rider. Like I said, guys, I have been purchasing items. These are some NASCAR knives. The knives themselves aren't that spectacular, but the pins are pretty cool. Someone might be interested in those. There's a little trapper style knife. And I don't have room on that, so I'll just do it like this. And there's a bunch more in this box. Swiss Army knives, ice picks, camping knives, hobo knives. There's a bunch of stuff in here that are projects that are going to get cleaned up and be the content over the next few weeks here. Here's an old Schrade steel, I believe. But there's a lot of knives here, guys. A lot of content to come. But here's what I'm most excited about. Let me see if I can get this back on the stand. Okay, I was at a yard sale. Kind of did the knife doctor special. Do you got any knives? Hunting knives, fishing knives, pocket knives, that question. And this fella said, yeah, I got a couple that I haven't done anything with. And he came out with this one here. This is a Western, great original sheath. Cracked ice handles, okay. Blade's in pretty decent shape. Hasn't been overly sharpened. Really, I think that's probably still the original edge on it. But here's the issue, this rust on the tang. And it's sort of bled into the cracked ice a little bit. But that's going to be a fun project, trying to get that cleaned up without tearing up the cracked ice, because I really don't want to try to take these handles off and damage them. But that was the little fixed blade. Oh, the point almost got me on that one. I absolutely fell in love with it. And then there was this knife, very much the same size and shape as this one, pretty close. But this one here has this little lever that you flip and you pull the blade off. And you'll have to excuse the camera work. I'm back in the dining room table for now. But you slide this in here and lock it down, and you have a nice little hand axe, hatchet, whatever you want to call it. So it's a exchanger type, very sharp edge on this. Again, I don't think it's ever been sharpened. It's just been neglected and let go to rust. But this is going to be my next project video that I work on, and hopefully I'll get that done and ready for next weekend. But that was my $30, my big purchase this summer, right there. The Western cracked ice set that I plan to have for sale at the Ellaville Knife Show coming up November 15th, Ellaville, Georgia. The Knife Doctor's Knife Show will have this set for sale. I plan to put it in a nice display case. So the case and the two knives, so it'll be sold as a set. And I'm looking forward to that show coming up. There you go, guys. I know this was just a rush, throw together video. There's a lot of projects in that pile. This is going to be the first project, and there's a bunch of other projects. This old buck knife, this is a 2-dot. This is from the late 70s, early 80s. I don't remember, but it's in great shape. The blade's all there, very, very sharp. It has been sharpened, but not too bad. That's going to be a fun project. This old Schrade. This is going to be a fun project to clean up. In very nice shape. I love these. I have a half a dozen or so. This will be for sale at the show. So there you go, guys. Until I see you all again, please remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and above all, have a beautiful day.